They say if you're in Sleepy Hollow after dark, you're never truly alone. The Headless Horseman is always watching, waiting for someone foolish enough to cross his path. The legend of Sleepy Hollow isn't just a story, it's a warning. Washington Irving may have popularized it, but the eerie whispers of a headless ghost hunting for his skull have haunted this tiny New York village for centuries. So, where does the fiction end and the terrifying truth begin? Let's dive into the chilling origins of the Headless Horseman, the ghostly sightings, and the secrets buried deep in the heart of Sleepy Hollow. The legend begins in the chaos of the Revolutionary War. Among the Hessian mercenaries hired to fight was one infamous soldier known for his brutality and precision. During a bloody skirmish near the Hudson River, this soldier met a gruesome end, his head severed cleanly from his body by a cannonball. Locals buried him in an unmarked grave in what is now Sleepy Hollow. But rest didn't come easy for him. They say his spirit rose, headless and enraged, bound to roam the area forever. But this isn't just a ghost story. It's a curse that lingers to this day. For decades, the people of Sleepy Hollow whispered about the headless ghost, appearing on stormy nights atop a black horse with glowing eyes. But it wasn't until Washington Irving immortalized the tale in 1820 that the legend gained its infamous status. Irving's story of Ichabod Crane, a lanky schoolteacher who encounters the Headless Horseman, captured imaginations around the world. Yet, what Irving didn't reveal was how much of his tale was rooted in the actual folklore of Sleepy Hollow. Locals have their own version of events. They claim the Headless Horseman isn't a mere character, but a real entity that haunts the old Dutch church and its adjacent cemetery. Visitors have reported hearing hoofbeats echoing through the still night air, despite no horses being in sight. Others have seen a figure, draped in a tattered cloak, its head absent, riding through the woods, vanishing just as suddenly as it appears. Some believe the horseman isn't hunting for just anyone. He's searching for his own head, stolen by enemy soldiers who mocked him in death. Legend says the skull was hidden somewhere in the surrounding hills, and the ghost's fury grows with every passing year. Witnesses speak of a palpable chill that settles over the area, as if the horseman's rage is infecting the land itself. And then there's the Cursed Bridge. Irving described it as the final, fateful crossing where the horseman caught Ichabod Crane. Today, the wooden bridge in Sleepy Hollow is a reconstructed tourist attraction, but many visitors claim to feel an oppressive energy as they walk across. Strange shadows flicker in the corner of their eyes, and some say they've heard a low growl or the clinking of spurs on cobblestones. Could it be the horseman still patrols his territory, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? But the most chilling evidence lies in the cemetery. The old Dutch churchyard, with its weathered tombstones and gnarled trees, is said to be the horseman's resting place. Paranormal investigators have recorded unexplained phenomena there: faint whispers, orbs of light, and sudden temperature drops. Some claim to have seen the ghost itself, standing silently at the edge of the graveyard, as if daring them to get closer. The most terrifying accounts come from those who have dared to wander into the woods around Sleepy Hollow at night. A hiker in the 1970s reported being chased by an unseen force, hearing the unmistakable sound of galloping hooves behind him. When he turned around, there was no horse, but the crushing weight of fear drove him to sprint until he reached safety. More recently, in 2006, a group of ghost hunters ventured into the woods near the old Dutch church. They were live-streaming their exploration when their camera captured something shocking. A shadowy figure on horseback, moving impossibly fast. The figure had no discernible head. Moments later, their equipment failed, and they fled in panic, leaving behind a trail of scattered gear. The horseman isn't bound by time or logic. Witnesses have seen him appear in the middle of bustling Halloween festivals, only for him to vanish without a trace. Others have felt his presence even in daylight. The eerie sound of a horse's snort or the scrape of metal against leather cutting through the mundane noise of the town. And then there are those who claim the horseman's curse is contagious. A Sleepy Hollow resident once confided that after encountering the ghost on a foggy night, her dreams were plagued by visions of war, decapitation, and endless galloping. She moved away, but the nightmares never stopped. The legend of Sleepy Hollow is more than a ghost story. It's a living, breathing piece of history. The Headless Horseman stands as a chilling reminder of the brutal past, a restless spirit unable to find peace. Whether you believe the tale is fiction, folklore, or something far darker, one thing is certain. Sleepy Hollow's eerie charm draws you in, daring you to uncover its secrets. But if you ever find yourself walking those darkened paths, take care. Don't look back when you hear the sound of hooves. Don't linger near the cemetery after sundown, because in Sleepy Hollow, the past isn't dead. It's waiting. Subscribe for more chilling stories, or check out the next video if you dare.